Hello, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be talking about a very exciting update to the world of Zettle. Now, Zettle's become one of our favourite platforms to pass to our clients when it comes to advising them which of the EPOS solutions, and there's many of them out there, but which one is right for you and your business. Now, the reason we're loving Zettle is just look how, when you get the Zettle terminal, how small and compact this little device can be. And the idea would be that it takes all the goodness of taking, say, your Zettle or any of these different books here and connect to your phone, iPad, etc., and running your business in that way, to just having this really fancy little solution here, really nice and thin, and it's actually pocketable as well. An ideal world with hardware this good, you want software that can mean that you can actually run your business, run your shop, run your cafe, whatever it's going to be, just from this one device. And it would be brilliant, right, if you could go up to the table, take all the orders from here, and magically things happen. Now that's what this video is all about, because we have been sent a nice little box. To find out what's in this box, you're going to have to make sure that you watch the rest of this video. But I promise you, this is going to be a game changer in terms of the way that you can use Zettle. Hello, my name is Patrick. I'm a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks Chap on the internet, head of accounts here at Boffix, and also your friendly podcaster who goes live each and every Monday morning, 8:30 AM for Ask the Accountant. Now, in today's video, we're talking about how Zettle has a brand new box of goodies sent over to us, and we're going to figure out exactly what they're for and how to use them. Stay tuned, because this one is definitely one not to be missed. Let's go straight into it. Let's get the overhead camera, all that sort of jazz out, and let's get unboxing. Okay, so we're going to first of all have a look and see what these updates are that's come along. So it says new year, new look. So there's been some great features with fresh style inspired by PayPal just sat there, as you can see, looking good. We've got some partial refunds has finally come through, so that'll be a nice useful one to get through on. More tipping options. I've already had a play around with this. I'm loving this option. Receive tips in percentages or amounts. Take your pick in the tipping section. Basically means you're going to have more control when you hand it over to the customer, which we love. And order together, pay separately, lest customers pay for selected items from a saved cart. You can still add more items and charge for the rest later. This has been a feature I've been waiting for a long time on here, and this which is what makes this new box even more exciting. You see, what that means is that you can go along and you could go to the table, take all their orders, make sure they're happy with it, maybe add a few orders on as they go along, a few more drinks or some other options you might have on it, and then they can come back to it on device and pay for it there. Now, what we haven't seen yet, and this is what we really want to see, is how collaborative is it. So I've got two of these devices. So if server A was to go and collect it, can server B go and put it on? And then what this box is going to look at is how it interacts with the kitchen as well. Let's have a look then, see what's in this box. Right then, so this box here, I'm really excited about this. They told me that this was going to come along, and I was excited about what's in here. So we have a power bank. So far, not as exciting as probably most people would want, but let's get this plugged in so that we don't have to waste any time. Beefy power bank though, so we now have power for whatever's in this box. So this could be a bit of a clue as to what we have. So we've got a roll of paper, US style plug on that one, so that's fine. And here she is. Now, what is this and why are we so excited for it? So this is the C print. So on here we've got a lot of connection options. We've got USB and USB options there. On the side over here we've got the options to be able to again connect by USB, but that proprietary large USB that we're not 100% happy about. Got a LAN, and we've got the PowerPoint here. Now, why is this exciting? Well, it's this network option just there, and that means that basically, because it's got a network option, these bad boys, and we'll also test the iPad as well, but these should all be able to print to here. For a long time, we've been promoting on this channel, there is the option to be able to get this little port here, this little dock, and with this dock we can print directly from here. Now this is great if you're with the customer and they want a receipt, great. What this brings us to though, and gives us an option for, is the option for us to go and actually take the print and send it directly to the kitchen. That's what we think this will be useful for. So let's plug her in. let's figure this out. There is a wireless option to this as well. So we have the option in some circumstances to be able to go and take a wired approach to this. But for this one, we're just going to be using the option here, which we've got, of connecting directly to the network. And if I'm completely honest with you, in most situations, unless you're out in a field, for example, you might be better off using the wired one. Even if I was out in the field, I'd still get like a 5G, 4G router, sit it next to it, and have this always connected by wire. You're just going to get a lot better performance out of that. So for me, and this model here, the C Print 2, I believe is a wired only. Okay, cool. Right, it has Bluetooth as well, so if you do have Android devices, things like that, you may be able to. But remember, on the Zettle options, you don't have Bluetooth connectivity. It's been disabled. Now, I did actually ask why the Bluetooth was enabled on or disabled on here, and that's all down to security. So originally we were a little bit frustrated that it was limiting and it was kind of made this device less useful. But when you think about it from a security thing, this is one device you do not want to get hacked. And that's why they disabled the Bluetooth on it. It's there, it is actually in the device, but they're disabled for security reasons. So in that case, you can kind of give them a pass on it. Now, as I've gone in, we've got a new option here. So the new option here is restock on time with stock forecasting. Visit your inventory on myzettle.com to learn more about how low stock predictions, and you can go to stock forecasting. And on device, looks like you're going to get a few options as well. As you can see here, you see the stock items directly on device, and it is going to help you be able to go and think about the stock. Right, let's go for what we're here for then. So let's go into the settings area, and from the settings area, let's connect printer. Okay, so the idea would be then that this is the device that you are going to be as the person front of shop. You're going to go over to the customer. You tell them that they want a Hawaiian pizza, for example. You say if it's going to have no cheese on it or if it's going to be large. That's in your basket. And then you're going to say, well, actually, they want another pizza, this time no pineapple, but this time small. Okay, so it's going to start going there. Now, remember the new feature. Now, if I go to my basket, I can say, actually, that one's fine. I want to save that. I'm going to enter the table number. And maybe it's not a table number, maybe they're out and about, maybe they don't need to have the table itself. But let's say it's table number 23, press save. Now at that point then, that has been saved. So in theory, if I go to my view save cart, go to table 3, more, I can print the bill, edit table number. So if I print the bill, this is an unpaid bill that's going to come through. And just to prove it on my other device, I can then bring up as well that order if I need to. Okay, so that's the saving of the orders. Great. So what about though, if, and let's say I'm going to charge for this straight away. Let's say it was a no pineapple, large, charge. And for this one, I'm just going to do cash. Let's say £20 was paid, press OK. Print the receipts directly from here with order number 35. So the idea then is we've paid for this, order 35. So what's going to happen in the kitchen? Well, in the kitchen, once I've got the order, I can go in and I can go to here and I can press print. And once I press print, it then comes out here as a copy receipt. So with this one being the only printer on the market that actually can bring it through, it's the only way where you can actually get this to start churning out receipts. And when it turns out receipts, the idea is that the kitchen then can start building the order. Now, I've obviously got something wrong here, or I've just not found the right setting yet. But it would be really, really useful if this had the order number on. Because at the moment, we've got order number 35 coming through. And it then gives us an opportunity. Now, the way it's supposed to be is that you actually rip this off here. That goes to the customer. This goes to the kitchen. And then the idea then is that the kitchen would then know to do order 35. And then when it's ready, order 35 comes up here. That's the idea of it. And that relatively works quite well, right? Like the idea of us doing it that way can work. But that does leave you having to literally physically run over to the kitchen to there. Whereas with this bad boy, the theory is that this order option can start printing out over here. And this is the only one of, I think, 3 different ones that are compatible. So the benefit of this printer then is really, really useful because there's only a few on the market. And the idea is that because it's got that network compatibility, then if you look at the works with Zettle terminal, you'll see there's only actually 4 of ones that can actually work. So for me, this is where this becomes really powerful. And the fact that then this device here becomes much more of a front of house device, so that your cashier or your server up front can take orders, put them through, confidently know then at the kitchen that everything's going to go through and the order's going to come through. I absolutely love. The one thing we haven't quite got at the moment, and maybe it's again a setting I'm not set up, or it's a future update that maybe will be coming down the line, is just order management, right? Like just to be able to say that I've completed that order, completed that order, completed that order, and it'll go through from there. But this opens it up, and the fact now we know that the reason the Bluetooth's not there is because security, I think, you know, makes it a lot easier. There's one other feature this has that I'm really excited to look into, is the introduction of a cash register. Why are we excited about this? Well, with a little bit of wiring. Then the reason this gets exciting is because we can set it up that basically if we print this out, then we can set it so that when we press print, not only does it print, and there we have it. This little printer, this little device gives us so much more functionality to our already great ecosystem. So I really do think it's worthwhile looking into if this is going to fit into your work. We've got extra expansions we've not even talked about, like the fact we can connect it to an iPad down there, the fact that we can have it connected directly to a computer if we need to. There's loads of options on this, but the killer bit is the fact that it talks to your terminal. And again, it's one of the only few devices that does that. So for me, we're loving this little device. So when we're going to our clients and we're trying to figure out which of the EPOS solutions is right for them, having this as an option really does give us as business advisors an opportunity to recommend Zettle to more businesses out there. That's got to be a good thing. We also know there's some big updates coming to this coming along. So why don't you make sure that you subscribe? Why don't you make sure you use the comment section below, ask any questions you may have of Zettle or the printer in fact, and we can make sure we answer them on a follow-up video. My name's been Patrick. I know there's some real big updates coming to the world of Zettle, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the button, all that sort of jazz, and we will make sure that we see you in that next video. Bye for now.